invest in your auto transport needs, check out Express Auto Recovery in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Why choose us? We provide nationwide coverage, fast and reliable service, competitive pricing, transport to any freight forwarder or dock of your choice, auction house experience, and we provide excellent customer service. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today. 786-858-0369. That's 786-858-0369. They provide towing services, accident towing, roadside services, tire change, transporting, towing, and they buy junk cars. Cheap prices, licensed and insured, fast and reliable services. Express Auto Recovery. Call them today, 786-858-0369. That's EAR, Express Auto Recovery. Tell them you heard it first.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
What up, though? What up, though?
Fitz.
What up, though?
Fitz. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's birthday.
Go me. It is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
We turning up today, man.
Go, Shouty. It's your birthday. Go, Shouty. It's your birthday. Go. Happy birthday, co-host.
Thank you. I
Happy
accept
born
it.
day. Happy born day, Jeff.
I appreciate you guys. The party will be later on tonight at Tootsie's. No, I'm just kidding with that. We don't do strip clubs anymore.
Rodney says happy birthday.
Yes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Happy to be joined here by you guys, of course. My esteemed co-host here on the Jeff Fox Show, celebrating another milestone as your boy is 75 years old. Well, maybe 85. Yeah, black don't crack, man.
Black don't crack.
I ain't gonna put it all out there, but you know, it is what it is. So I appreciate you guys. We're gonna have a great show today. So whatever Wednesday, welcome to the Jeff Fox Show. I am the esteemed birthday boy. Shout out to our national champion, Fitz Davis, from the U, representing them Canes. Of course, the great Jenny Jones is here as well. What's popping, y'all? What's going on? Besides the B-Day vibes.
Well, it's whatever. We got a great guest coming up, an originator, showing a little love to some Black excellence again, to finish out Black History Month.
Yeah, and before I bring him on, I checked him out, Jenny, before the show, and I admit that I am still a comic book geekhead. Growing up, I had tons of comics. And my dad hated, I got to tell you this real quick. My dad hated the fact that I read comics. He had something against comics.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I forgave him for it. But, damn, like, if I still had those comics today.
Jeff,
the bag.
I would have had a huge bag. I had every Avengers, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, I don't know why I even brought it up to make myself depressed.
That's why I like Jenny. That's why I like Jeff. I told you he's my brother from another mother. Jeff, I still got my comic collection from the early '90s.
Wow.
I got Avengers, I got Batman, some stuff. I got
Yeah.
good. I
So
still got.
I know we're gonna enjoy our next guest, of course, the great George Moss,
Hey,
who is in
everybody.
the house on my birthday. What a great present!
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
What up,
Thank you.
Doe? What up, Doe?
What
Chilling,
up,
chilling.
though?
Hi,
Representing.
George.
Glad to be on air. Appreciate y'all.
Man, this is the Black Stan League. Like you represent Black excellence. Like I did not do my research. I admit it. I didn't know. I did not go and check it out until like we were near showtime, and I'm like, Jenny Jones did it again. Like this
Yeah,
is
she's so kind.
this is. We are so honored to have you on the show. G Moss Designs LLC,
Yes, sir.
big time. Jenny, take it away. This is on you. You've done it again.
Well, of course. I mean, if I must pat myself on the back.
That's
Um,
that's the shit old.
George, very entrepreneurial young man, emailed a certain place about, wanting us to come see his Beyond COMICON because, like I said, he is an entrepreneur. Not only is he a comic illustrator, designer, businessman, educator, because he puts on the show. And he also makes sure that the people that come to his shows that are aspiring artists, he makes sure that they get the legal knowledge. He shows them how to go about their business. He's the truth.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say is he's the truth. Not only is he inspirational, yeah. Did you, if you looked at my Facebook page, you seen where I went to his show most recently, and it was just all of that. I was so inspired, and I don't get many days off, but I went to join Beyond Comic-Con because George graciously invited me, and like I said, I got to see firsthand, the magic and people coming out in costumes and seeing their creativity. It was beyond. It was
Yeah.
beyond. I was just very excited. I was just very excited.
Yep. And George, man, we're happy to have you here on the show. I want you to use this platform to tell everybody all about Beyond Comic Con because I think you're dope. I think you represent what Black excellence is.
Can I
Seriously.
say one more thing?
Mhm.
One more. Hopefully it's as funny as it was in my head. Is that GMOS Designs is putting on more people than Tyler Perry. Can I get a bump bump? I mean, he's giving them the platform. He's got the mayor of North Miami Beach supporting him and coming out. It's just amazing. And now I will yield the floor to George. Just tell us about yourself and what you do.
Well, our company, GMOS Designs, is a family company. It's illustration, which is 2D illustration, also realistic illustration, fashion technical design, and we also host creative events. That's our next component we just added. We also want to encourage and teach people how to use their gifts and talents to help their communities. We have a fashion to comics workshop, which encourages people to come from their idea on paper all the way into a physical product. And a lot of people don't realize that if you don't try, then it's not going to happen. And you can take a little idea from paper all the way to a physical product, a book, or even an event like we did. This event was an idea that we had since 2014, and we sat on it for a while. We would teach different workshops. We would teach different.
Was that a phone?
Somebody's blowing up.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That's a phone in my background.
Oh, okay.
Well, continue.
Yeah.
These workshops we wanted to take it to another level where we'd be able to have a place where people can learn and also be able to sell their work, make connections, and really fulfill their dreams. And in 2022, we launched this plan that we started during the pandemic. As we planned it, we were sharing the idea with others, and when it launched in 2022, it had over 800 people come through, and people were just excited to be able to share their work, excited to learn. They were excited to want to be able to just have this new platform, and we try to make it affordable for everyone to come through. The first 3 years, it was free to attend, and it was affordable for the artists to come and sell their work as well.
You know what, George? You've been drawing since the age of 6.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
you were inspired by Thundercats and the Mighty Orbots and G.I. Joe.
Yes,
I
sir.
grew up on the Super Friends and
Yep.
Bugs Bunny.
Yes, sir.
Just seeing comics, man. Like you have a vivid imagination. I find you fascinating. Can you tell us a little more about the inspirations growing up? What comics you watch? What cartoons? The ideas, and tell me some of the characters that you created.
Well, the original ideas that I had for my characters were basically from my family, my friends, and the stories were when I was actually asking people about. I was asking professional writers how to write, and
Right.
I had asked them to say, how do I form ideas, and they said, write about what you know. So I grew up in Miami, North Miami Beach area, and I came up with a story from sci-fi influence. I love sci-fi. I love hip hop. I loved Thundercats, Robotech. So it's like a little bit of anime influence. I didn't even know Robotech back in the day was anime. I thought it was cartoons, but I found out later it was anime. So I have hip hop, like R&B, jazzy, cartoonish, sci-fi influence for my story, and it's called the Chronicles of Van and Lowe. And I first didn't start out with a story. I first started out with characters. When I was in college, I took illustration courses. I came up with my first character. His name is Mo. I have Jamaican roots, so he's from the islands. He has dreadlocks.
I like that.
And he's also a protector of the children in the story, The Chronicles of Van and Lowe. I don't know if you see in the background, the green character standing over the children.
Yeah.
That character is based off of my older brother. And this character, his name is Elder Wise. And my brother, I look at him as a well of wisdom. He's always a mentor and encourager. So that's the character Elder Wise based off my bigger brother. And he is the protector of the children in the story as well. So Mo, who's the character from the islands who has the dreadlocks, and also the mentor, which is Elder Wise, he's the protector of the children as well. And these kids, they're from downtown Miami, this area. They love hip hop, they love art, and they're just these normal kids. And they're invited by their best friend, who's like their older sister. They come downtown to Miami. They're down in Bayside area. She's performing, and their older sister, an activist, she's DJing, and right off stage she gets kidnapped by this regime called the Shadow Regiment. So the kids were like, just don't know what to do. They're scared. They're trying to figure out what to do. So Elder Wise and Mo come, and they train them up in the ways of El Shaddai, and they teach them how to protect themselves against this Shadow Regiment who is taking their older sister. And they have to find out how to use acquire this compass and use this compass to locate their older sister and be able to protect themselves in Miami. So this is a story that came up about from my influence of sci-fi, influence of, I love Star Wars, I like Star Trek, anime, I like Thundercats, all these different things. I like fashion, which came into play later on. When I went to college, I went to college for graphic design and illustration, but my first job I landed was Imperialis doing technical illustration. So
Wow.
my first year, I learned about fashion. My second year in the fashion industry, I learned about sewing. I learned about how to communicate with the manufacturer, how to mass produce the clothing. So all these elements came into play and became the Chronicles of Annie Lowe, like the details from the clothing that the characters are wearing, and even some of the characters, they're in the fashion. Some of the characters, they're in the hip hop. They're musicians, and all these elements came from my family. My brother's a musician, and my parents are in the story as well. The parents of Jamaican roots, and I have
Fascinating.
friends who are Puerto Rican. So the mother is Jamaican, the father is Puerto Rican, and they're both based off of my parents. My parents are both African American and Jamaican, but the elements of my life have been
Yeah.
into my story.
Hey,
That's pretty
George, Star Trek or Star Wars?
I like them both. I can't put one above the other, and they're both different.
I do. I'm a
Come
Star.
on,
I'm a
bro.
Star Trek. The
Captain Kirk,
original
man.
Star Trek.
Captain Kirk.
Captain
I love them both.
Cool.
The Star Wars world. Yeah, I'm the Star Wars world. There.
Oh man, Jeff, break the tie.
Star Trek. Star Trek.
I knew I liked you.
Spock.
I'm in both camps. I'm in
Spock.
both camps.
This is logical. It's illogical.
Uhura. Uhura. Okay, Uhura. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah,
Can
this
you
is
hold
dope.
up like some of your books so we can kind of see some of your
for
work?
Yeah, this is
Well, this
so
one-
cool, man.
This one is my original book. The first one is called The Chronicles of Annie Lowe. It's a novel. It's an illustrated novel, which I shared the story with you all about. And I just released the graphic novel, which was this past December. This one's the Chronicles of Annie Lowe, Volume 2. And this is the continuation of the story. It's all based in downtown Miami.
Wow.
And it's basically, I'll read a little bit of the prologue for you. It says, my name is Ann Santos. When I was 14 years old in the year of 2099, my family and I lived in a peaceful utopia, the Magic City, also known as Miami, Florida. Our story is about my little brother and I. At this time, he was 13 years old. We were very close. In the summer of that year, the people of our city cringed at sunset, and they became petrified when walking the streets at night. There were rumors of strange translucent creatures roaming the streets and disappearances of young men, women, and children. In spite of the rumors, my parents allowed us to visit our city's annual event, Unite Culture Celebration. After we left the party, our city was violently taken over by a bomb with an airborne gas of a highly addictive drug called mosh. The Shadow Regiment, an immortal army, released the gas into the crowd. In ancient times, they used it to control minds, create fear and extreme violence to conquer empires. Lo and I witnessed the bombing from a few blocks away. We saw our best friend, my sister P, abducted. We were defenseless until the divine intervention brought two warriors, Mo and my godfather, Elder Wise, to train and protect us. We did not know it at the time, but Mo had a vision showing we were chosen with a divine purpose that would save the next generation. Our only hope of survival against the evil shadow was to seek our eternal purpose and implement our training. This journey to rescue my big sister and the path to fulfilling our purpose had a huge cost. So that's like the prologue of my story.
I love just, the creative talents.
Yes, yes.
I love to see people, whether it's music or drawing and, creating stories like you're doing. It's so inspirational. Like I said, when you originally reached out, I was so inspired, because number one, you look like me, you look like us,
Mm-hmm.
and and just the creativity and, like I said, the business acumen that you were showing, and just getting out there and doing it. And how did you get the North Miami mayor on board?
Well, it was actually a step of faith doing the actual event. We planned the event out. We wrote down our ideas. In 2020, we lost it, and we weren't sure how many people. We weren't sure how many people were going to show up. We weren't sure how it was going to go, and it just blew up big. I mean, God blessed it. And when at the end, when he was walking through, the mayor at the time he was commissioner, the mayor said, "You know what? I like this. I like what you're doing with the community. I like what you're doing, and I want to help this show." So that's when he came on board. And then we had the second year, he was supportive. The third year, and then we had the fourth year a few weeks ago. And he just said, he was talking to me, and he said he just wants to. He loves what we're doing in the community. He wants to continue to support, and we're very grateful that we have that support. It's just it's a huge blessing to be able to have people that believe in your vision that we have, and it's just encouraging. And we want to be an encouragement to everyone to use their gifts and talents to help others. And it's not about competing; it's about helping each other and going forward with your vision and not giving up. There's a lot of people that we don't even realize that we have a gift and a talent. We haven't attempted it. They say, "Oh, I can't write a book." They haven't even put paper to the pencil, put pencil to the paper yet. They say they can't draw. They haven't tried. If we don't try, then it's not going to happen. And
well, I didn't mean to interrupt, George, but I just want you to know that, listen, like the three of us here, myself, Fitz, and Jenny, we find you extremely fascinating. And Jenny just said it, echoed those sentiments. You're an inspiration because this could lead to something as big as DC or Marvel, but you're one of us. You represent Black culture, Black excellence. I want to tell you, man, keep doing what you're doing, and let everybody know where they can find your work. Where they can find your work, where they can get some of these books, these comics, because we want people to know. And
he's got attire too. He's got hats and sweatshirts and all that good stuff. His website is
come with all that excellence, homie. Come with it all. I love it.
Hey, George, this is Fitz. I'd like to chime in. I want to piggyback behind Jeff. I have been collecting comic books since I was 7 years old.
Yep.
What's different about the four of us on the screen is I'm missing glasses, but I'm a geek like everybody on the screen. But what I want to be able to do, and I think Jeff talked about it, is find out how to get more of your products. Let me tell you why I want it. I want to be able to get my hands on your first issue, maybe two. I like the graphic novels. I've been a collector. And when you list where we can get your products, my question is, if I do order your products, is there something that comes out monthly that I can start maybe following a particular character? Because I used to do that, follow the arc character, like if there's someone I really like in your world that you created, and I say that's the guy I want to follow, or that's the person, or a superhero. Can I get them monthly? Will that be available for me?
Well, monthly, no. I have artwork that I produce. I could say monthly, but the issues, the Chronicles of Van and Lowe Volume 1, it was done. It took me a long time to create. It's 112 pages.
Oh, wow.
And I'm doing the writing. I'm doing all the illustrating myself.
Okay.
I also have and I told you about the graphic novel that I released.
Yeah, I like to get my hands on
last December. That was also 112 pages. A graphic novel has many different images on one page, and I illustrated it all myself as well. But with this new event Beyond COMICON, we're planning on doing a monthly maybe subscription or something that we can share for not just comics, but artwork that comes along with it. This is a brochure and program for the event. We just released the artwork for this, and this was the first artwork print that we're going to be releasing for the Beyond COMICON subscription that we're working on now.
Love it.
Well, brother, you are amazing, because normally it takes a team to do what you're doing. Usually the illustrator, head off the writing, but man, I want to follow you, and when you all information about you, but I definitely like to start following what you do. But hey, I tip my hat to you. Keep
Thank you
doing
so
it.
much. I'm thankful for my friends and family support and prayers of us being able to accomplish what we've accomplished. It's been a blessing to have family, friends, and then the community to help make our event great. You can find my work at gmossdesign.com. That's GMOSSDESIGN.com. And our event is at beyondcomicon.com. You can see it over here. It's BEYONDCOMICON.com. And you can also follow us on social media at gmossdesign. That's at GMOSSDESIGN. And our event is at Beyond COMICON, BEYONDCOMICON. And you can follow us online there.
Okay.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining us.
I got one thing though. I know the key to the city is coming, right? You're gonna be right there with North Miami Beach because you're running things there.
We did get a proclamation from the city of North Miami Beach last year, which was unexpected. They came and they presented it to us last year. Myself, my mom, and my dad as well for putting together to Beyond Comic-Con.
Now, when is the next Beyond Comic-Con? When is the next one? Because we just had one that I worked with you guys, and the pictures are on my social media as well.
February the 21st is the non-official date that we have, but that's the date that we plan to have it.
Okay.
No doubt, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you,
and I'm looking forward to the movies. And
I have a movie script.
And we want a book on us. We want you to create a Jeff Fox character.
Well, now you're getting ahead of yourself. He's going to cartoon us. He's going to cartoon us, but a book. It's coming out of your money. It's coming out of your bag.
Yeah, I'll donate. He's going
to cartoon us, and so we're going to get together and talk about what you guys want to kind of look like or be dressed in. I figured you were going to do Raiders, and maybe Fitz would do some.
I want G Moss to make me just clean. Have me Armani down.
There you go. Okay, well, we'll discuss that later off the show. But yeah, he is going to he's going to cartoon us. So I definitely wanted to have him on here, and just let everybody know that there's Black people in this space.
No doubt.
This is Black people in this space.
When I started out, there was only a handful of us, and we're a growing community.
Yeah,
we're growing.
You have our support, brother.
Thank you,
and you keep it up. I'm looking forward to the movies or the TV series. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can come out of it.
In prayer.
I'm telling you. So you're doing great, especially doing it by yourself. Keep up the great work. And of course, we'll be here along the way to support you, man. We'll definitely be along for the ride. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. That's my man.
Oh, man.
G-Moss.
G-Moss.
And can I tell you this right quick?
Uh-huh.
When I was at the Beyond Comic-Con, that was maybe 2 weeks ago, I met a guy that was at his show that says he wrote a novel, and Denzel Washington's son is going to be, they're in talks with Denzel Washington's son to star in it. I've got that clip, and it's on my Facebook page.
That's what can come from something like this.
He's providing a platform for these people.
What's the Black Panther? The whole. This is where it comes from.
Yeah.
All of these great ideas that these great directors and artists, they start from an idea like what Moss just did.
Yeah. Jeff, think about this, Jeff. You got Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
You got George Lucas. You got Gene Roddenberry. That's the Star Trek, Roddenberry. Stan Lee and the Marvel. And then you've got George Lucas with the Star Wars. Think about what we've watched been created from those three worlds, those like comics and sci-fi. Some of the greatest movies we can think of. So again, they started with an idea, somebody signed, just out there. There's nothing, he can't have that.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. No doubt. We'll be right back on the other side, man. We got to talk about my Lakers. We got to talk about the tush push that they're crying now because they can't stop the Eagles. We got so much more to get into. It's a Whatever Wednesday right here on the Jeff Fox Show. We'll be right back.
The City of Miami Gardens presents JITG Music Fest, March 8th and 9th at the Hard Rock Stadium, starring New Edition, Tony Braxton, DJ Cassidy's Pass the Mic Live, starring Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Remy Ma.
Just left the big house to a big
Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Get ready for the return of Beanie Man. Escape, Coco Jones. Ty Tribbett, Kim, Drew Hill, DJ Nasty's Miami House Party set featuring Uncle Luke, Dougie Fresh, Young Jock, 69 Boys, Paul Greasy, Mike Smith, Pretty Porcelain, and more to be announced. Also, a special set featuring Miss Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, YG Marley, Busta Rhymes, with special guests Doechii, and many more. JITG Music Fest, March 8th and 9th at Hard Rock Stadium. Tickets at jazzinthegardens.com. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective and the City of Miami.
What up, everybody? This is Jeff Fox from the Jeff Fox Show. I want to invite you to a real Bahamian party, a great place that you can get the island food that I'm talking about as fish fry right here in beautiful Miami. Come to the backyard. Yeah, that's right. It's east of Miami, the backyard, where you can get that real fried fish, fried conch, grilled conch, any kind of way you want it, they will do it for you. Lobster, fish, chicken in the bag, shrimp, all kinds of great island eats right here in Miami Gardens and east of Miami. It's the Bahamian thing. Niceness. Pull up on East of Miami. Check out TJ and Cindy at East of Miami for the best Bahamian food. Best fish, the best chicken, the best conch, the best stewed fish. All right, they've got it all. Island food, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. I'm talking about the real deal, not the fake stuff. This is real Bahamians making real Bahamian food. In the backyard, come on and check out the vibes. East of Miami, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. Tell my man TJ Jeff Fox sent you. You heard it first right here on the Jeff Fox Show. It's the...
I can't wait to see the facial reactions, the trash talking, the histrionics, the body language. Things could get real spicy here throughout this game as Doncic rips another one and immediately turns to the Mavericks bench.
Luka Doncic, you know he wants to make a statement, and boy, has he here. 5-point lead, 10-point.
Luka. I'm telling you now, we going to the finals.
There you go.
We going to the finals.
He was nervous last night, Jeff. Luka, you could see it, but he came around. But man, it was a surreal experience for him going against his former team. But he played well. But he said after the game, it freaked him out going against them.
There's a buzz in the basketball world right now. Whenever certain teams are good, the sport is just more interesting and more exciting. You know, the Celtics and the Lakers come to mind in basketball. The Yankees and the Red Sox, or the Dodgers in baseball. You know, Notre Dame in college football, the Canes in college football. Yeah, I know. That kind of slipped out a little bit. The whole Notre Dame thing. But don't you love to hate Notre Dame? I love to hate Ohio State. I do, you know, and it was really hard for us Canes fans this college football season. But, you know, we're kind of making our way back. Some teams, they're just relevant. And people either love them or they hate them. The Dallas Cowboys.
Mm.
They haven't won Jack since the 90s. You know?
The Raiders.
They're America's team.
Damn it, don't bring up the Raiders, man. But yeah, the Dolphins, I mean, we just love it when certain teams are good. And I think the basketball really needs this. because the game sucks right now.
It does.
The overall landscape is bad.
It's the style of play.
Your players coming out saying it too, you know?
Yeah. It's bad. It is not good. And so to see LeBron and Luka team up, two of the iconic stars in the game right now, it's made if you're Adam Silver, president, the commissioner of the NBA, you want Lakers and Celtics in the finals. That's what you want. For TV ratings, for just public perception. That's what you want. To be the shot in the arm for the league. Nobody wants to see Cleveland. Nobody wants to see Oklahoma City.
Nobody
wants to see Denver. Like nobody. Give me the Knicks. Give me the Lakers. Give me the Celtics. Give me Steph Curry. I don't want to see any of these.
I don't even know if they really want to see Steph Curry. I mean,
yes.
I used to I was in the memorabilia business, and when the same people keep winning, back to back and just keep winning, you want some new memorabilia, some new memories, and somebody else to like win it so that you can keep buying your memorabilia. They were kind of over Steph Curry.
Yeah, well, they'll need to. I mean, Steph is not going to be with us too much longer as far as playing in the league, and he's the greatest shooter God ever created.
When the way he plays, though, I think he could definitely pull off a 40 plus.
I think he could play 4 more years the way he's playing.
I think so too.
He just needs someone as good as him so he can do like LeBron, kind of be the second thing. But I want to piggyback on Jeff. The basketball is bad, the style. We got to blame San Antonio. And I with our folks that listen, they started that load management. Remember when they beat the Heat? Right before they beat the Heat, Tim Duncan, Popovich would sit them down. Right, they wouldn't play. They'd play Miami one night, then they wouldn't play in Orlando, and they'd be taking a flight to Georgia. And then they went and got a lot of European players, started doing that stretch 4. They were the team. Then they shot a lot of threes. And then Steve Kerr took that same thing over to Golden State because he prepped under Popovich. And I blame San Antonio for the style because everybody's tried to copy them. And that's why the game looks the way it does. You got to look at San Antonio, the load management. I mean, nobody was doing that, sitting players like they did.
Yeah. There's some things wrong with the NBA. I mean, you've seen games, like even last night, somebody got beat by 40 points. By 40 points, like this happens every night. There's always a blowout. There's always a 20-point lead in the first quarter because everybody's jacking up threes, and it's just not fun to watch.
I mean, we like that old school, I'm going to push, I'm going to nudge, and, I'm going to get my way to the basket and get a +1. That's what we're missing.
Even the great basketball players in today's NBA, they miss Michael Jordan. You miss Michael Jordan. You know why? Because he was great. He wasn't just jacking up threes. And that's why I think the Jordaneers are kind of hating on LeBron. Jenny, we talked about this. Almost every show, it comes up at some point, the fact that LeBron challenges Michael Jordan's greatness. And I think with the addition of Luka to the Lakers, LeBron may probably play another 3 to 4 years, like Fitz just said.
Well, but you look at quality as well. You need to look at quality as well. So if you're going to look at, okay, LeBron played 50 years and he achieved this, Jordan played less time and achieved this, achieved what he achieved. So
yeah, they ain't never going to give LeBron the credit. They will not. And Dwayne Wade himself said it. Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, they're all saying it. Like, Michael Jordan is going to be my GOAT, and that's it. It's a wrap.
Taking anything away from LeBron. LeBron is amazing, but Michael Jordan is my GOAT. I play basketball because of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but bro, you know how it is in the locker room is different.
Like y'all won championships together, and I started playing the game because of Michael Jordan. He will be my GOAT until the day I pass away. It doesn't take anything away from LeBron.
I get it.
I get it.
that.
And let me say this: even if you move from off the court kind of sort of, and look at what he meant to the game. I mean, you know, the commercials. I want to be like Mike.
Yeah,
just iconic. Spike Lee. Got to be the shoes. I mean, and what he did to the shoe game. I mean, it's like I said, it goes beyond the court and what he was able to accomplish on the court. So for me, I'm with them. I'm with Dwayne Wade. I'm sitting right there by Wade. Always be my GOAT because, like I said, he paved the way. They're still lining up to get his shoes. Who else are they doing that? He's so far removed from the game.
Was Michael Jordan 70? How old is he? 70?
He's 60.
The legacy of Michael Jordan has taken on a life of its own. Meaning, you ever watch Kevin Garnett tell Michael Jordan stories? Or like these guys worship him. Like LeBron doesn't have a chance in hell. He can the greatest ever. Even if I think he might be, but no one's ever going to give it to him.
No. But like I said, I'm looking at it to totality, like what he meant to the game. And just the LeBron is wearing 23. Who is he trying to wear 23 after? He didn't just pick 23 out of the air. He wanted to be like Jordan. Kobe wanted to be like Jordan. But the thing that Kobe did was he said, I'm not Kobe without Michael Jordan. You know, so like I said, go all day, every day. Don't ever ask me that question because that's my answer all the time.
Jeff, Jenny, I agree with us, the three of us on the screen. You're right. We can say what we saw with Michael. But if you look at any star player, any basketball player under 25 and under, they grew up watching Kobe and LeBron. They're going to be saying 20 years from now what we're saying now, how LeBron and Kobe got them playing basketball because they've never seen Jordan except for highlights. But something like Luka's playing with his idol. Think about it. He was in second or third grade when LeBron was one of the best players in the NBA.
But they know about Nike. So if I just say Nike.
But they never saw him. I get it. But I'm
saying the shoes, though. They may not have seen him, but the shoes. Everybody, the shoes, it's $1 billion industry. And he made it to where everybody can get paid. Everybody can get a slice of the pie now.
I think it's deeper than that. I think that
I know it's deeper than that, but I'm just saying, just even if I just go right there, it's deeper than that. But I'm just saying, if I just go right there,
right?
If I just go right there, there's like I said, what he meant to the game and how most of the players that played with him, like a Charles Barkley, like a I can't even think of all the names, but Bird and Magic, they said they feared Michael Jordan. You're not hearing people say they fear LeBron James, like you know, in that same realm, that same context. But like I said, we can never prove or disprove one way or the other. It's just that, like I said, I'm on that rock. I planted the Jenny flag on the Michael Jordan.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. And that's what I'm saying is like, if you had to tell the kids today who never saw Jordan, Michael Jordan used to actually walk on water. Like Jesus was the only other guy to ever walk on water. But you know what? Michael Jordan walked on water and dunked on people.
And The Last Dance gave people an introduction. If you didn't know, then now you know. You can go watch it on video or, you know, stream it or whatever, wherever you get your, you know, wherever
Yes.
wherever you get your your services and stuff. But
Yeah.
they can go back. You can go back and see. So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And I've spent the better part of 10 years, 15 years arguing with people about this subject. And clearly I think LeBron is the greatest. But I'm probably going to lose that argument because you have people like Dwayne Wade and all the greats in the game. They respect Jordan. They don't respect LeBron like they respect Jordan. And I think LeBron is perhaps a better all-around player. But you can't tell guys like Allen Iverson that.
I'm never going to say nobody is better than Michael Jordan. I will never say that. But people say all kinds of crazy things. Somebody told me before Michael Jackson couldn't sing. Like, what? To when you want to debate about it, I get to talk about his accolades. I get to talk about what he's done. Like, and be confident in my feelings. For me, just Kobe was just a certified maniac killer. Hey. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about serial killer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, want to eat your heart. That's who he was every night. I'm taking everything personal every night. You know what I mean? And his work ethic and everything about him, man, like as a basketball player, he was just, he's the real, him and Mike are the real definitions of killer.
Okay, let me ask.
Yeah, that's it. When guys who played the game look at them like that, that's God status. That's worship. So you can't tell them that somebody they go to play against now is going to be as good as Michael Jeffrey Jordan was.
But you have some of the greatest assessing and comparing the talent from then to now. So are you going to deny that they don't know basketball?
No, I can't say. Who am I to argue with Ray Allen? Who am I to argue with Allen?
I'm just saying.
Who am I to argue with Dwayne Wade? Like, if they say Jordan is the GOAT, then damn it, Jordan's got to be the GOAT.
And Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
This is what they're all saying. And like I said, if you're gonna go against them, you need to come hard with something. Because like I said, these are the greats of the game that know talent. They are talent. And they're looking at it today and they're making their assessment. They're making their assessment.
I had a legendary argument, Fitz and Jenny, with Stephen A. Smith from ESPN. And this is about 12, 13 years ago. Now, maybe 10 years ago. Before LeBron even joined the Lakers. And I was trying to convince Stephen A. about LeBron's greatness before he even won a fourth title, and got me nowhere. Listen, I think that LeBron James, if he can, and there's nobody in the East that's going to stop the Cavs. I think the next 2, maybe 3 years, if he can win at least 1 or 2 more, that would make him what, 5 and 4 in the finals. Absolutely more finals than Jordan's been in. You would have to revisit that conversation, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't. I don't have to do a damn thing I don't want to do, and I won't do that. And I won't do it for all the reasons that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
I specifically said to you the word maturation for a reason. Because no matter what LeBron James pulls off, he will have matured to that point. Where Jordan came into the league with that eye of the tiger. Kobe went to 7 NBA finals. That was more than Jordan was in. I don't see anybody talking about Kobe. And Kobe has 2 more rings than LeBron. But we ain't saying that about Kobe. So why are we saying that about LeBron?
And I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith on most things.
It's like talking to a wall, man. Like, he wouldn't even hear me. I'm giving him facts. LeBron's got all the numbers. LeBron's winning championship.
Does he have? What defensive players of the year trophies do we have?
there are people on social media who absolutely hate LeBron.
I don't
Just
hate him.
because he's challenging Michael Jordan's greatness.
No.
They are dedicating to dissing this man on a daily basis.
There.
Listen, man, come on. LeBron's been the chosen one since he was 16. He's been with the same girl. If he's done his dirt, he's done it in the dark, and he's kept it away from everybody else. He's opened schools. No matter what he does, you just heard Stephen A. say it. No matter what he does, he'll never be better than Michael Jordan.
Okay. Let me ask you this one quick question. Defensive Players of the Year awards.
Okay.
Does he have any? Michael Jordan was good on this end, good on that end.
Jenny, I know where you're going with this.
I just
asking the question. I mean, longevity may see him get some of these titles, like most points and, other different things like that. But look at how the game was being played during Michael Jordan's time as well. The Detroit Pistons were like thugs. I mean, they were just, Dennis Rodman was a terror, and then he got on my Bulls team, and then I had to root for him. But they used to hurt people. There's no play like it was now, like it was then. So that's why, and like I said, and they said they feared Michael Jordan. So I'm gonna leave it there, because if I keep talking, then I'm just gonna say it like that.
If I may chime in,
please.
We are watching artists, and basketball players are artists. And to each of us, art is how we see it, what we like. Doesn't make one painter better than the other all the time, but they have classics, they have things. We watched Jordan and we've watched LeBron. Their styles are different. We will agree their styles are different, but they're both unique and super talented. But we don't have to knock one to raise the other one up. I think both of them do stand on their own merits. And Jenny, you just said, well, he wasn't defensive player of the year.
No, that wasn't me. That was facts, though. That wasn't me trying to step on him. That was just me.
I get that.
That was me laying out my facts.
Okay, here's a fact.
Don't confuse me laying out my facts with stepping on LeBron, because I think LeBron is great. You can't take that away from him.
No, you can't. You can't take away over 40,000 points, more minutes than anybody's ever played. The longest longevity of averaging, 24, 25 points a game?
Still.
40. And Jenny, we said it about 10 minutes ago. I can see Curry, Durant, and LeBron playing about another 3 years. Where will the scoring title be in 3 years with LeBron?
Yeah. Ain't nobody breaking that.
46,000 points?
Who knows? But like I said,
listen, LeBron can dive in front of the president, take a bullet. He can save a cat out of a burning building. He can do. Nobody's ever going to give it to him.
Can I take a page from My Goat's book? He said, you can try to make the case, but you can't just say yes definitively. He said there's so many players that came before him that he aspires to, that he watched their game, and he said it's too many factors in to try to make an accurate assessment. But I still like him. Still love me some MJ. Will always love me some MJ. And
Michael Jordan is definitely great, but his legend has taken on mythical status. Like they're embellishing it now. They're acting as if Jordan did not get his ass whooped annually by the Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics. They're acting as if that never happened. Like all he did was.
I'm not saying it didn't.
And Jeff, I'm with you. I can't think of another superstar other than Tiger Woods who entered into the first game with as much hype as LeBron James. LeBron James, they were talking about his junior year in high school. They said he was in the number 1 draft pick if he came in. Jenny, he has met the standard from his first day in the league. Jordan played 3 years at North Carolina. Again, yeah, he was the number 3 pick when he went to Chicago. They were talking about LeBron from high school, that who was going to get him. I mean, they talked about his junior year in high school. He would have been the number 1 pick. And he is not disappointed for 22 years. The guy's never averaged under 21 points a game, Jenny, and he has been the guy since he stepped into the league. From high school.
That can also speak to Jordan as well.
Jordan was.
I'm just gonna make a different point, and then, okay, so LeBron was crowned before he even got into the league. Jordan had to come in and become what he became. It wasn't just, oh yeah, he's gonna be this, because he said he got booted off the team. He wasn't good enough, and then he came in, and then he just grabbed hold and took over. So that speaks to coming up from your bootstraps. Nobody was expecting it, but you came in and you steamrolled.
But he was much more mature than LeBron when he got to the league. He had played 3 years under one of the greatest basketball coaches programs. When he went to North Carolina, he was not the best player on North Carolina. It was James Worthy. That was his team. Now, Jordan hit the shot. But LeBron, his first day at Cleveland, they built everything around him. He's 18 years old. Again, I'm not knocking Jordan, but LeBron was in the limelight from day one. We watched him. Everything he's done under a microscope. And that guy has done it. Again, no one is denying Michael's greatness. I watched him still other than maybe Julius Erving. Michael Jordan's my favorite player.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the Doc, come on. Because Michael Jordan will tell you he got it from Julius Erving.
That's what I'm saying. He gives kudos to those before him. And last thing, 23 on the jersey.
But LeBron said,
I want to be like Mike.
All I'm saying is, why can't, in the karate movies, why can't the student be greater than the master? You ever seen in the karate movies where, the master teaches this guy and then he comes back and he ends up being even greater? Why can't we even acknowledge that possibility? Like Stephen A. shut it down. He don't even want to have a discussion. Dwayne Wade shuts it down. Allen Iverson shuts it down.
Magic Johnson shuts it down. Larry Bird shuts it down.
Everybody. So nobody will ever be better than Jordan. That's not logical. Speaking of Star Trek, that's not logical. Someone's got to come along and be better than what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
How can we just say
prosper, LeBron James? Okay, live long and prosper. Keep playing LeBron James till you 150.
Eddie, how can we say that nobody will ever be greater than Michael Jordan? Nobody, ever. No one's ever going to come. Listen,
I didn't say ever. If you live long enough, somebody's going to come around. You live long enough. I'm just saying, for me, right here, right now, Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying. For me, right here, right now.
Maybe LeBron is better. Maybe he's.
The thing is too is that you'll say it, because if we go back and look at some of the tapes, you've said it.
I've said it because I'm in a constant debate with myself.
As long as you admit it.
I admit
it. You admit it.
And it's a fair argument. It's understandable to go back and forth between those two.
Yeah,
and I think it's highly disrespectful to one Kobe being Bryant. Like,
oh well,
he's right
there. But we weren't ranking them, because if we were to rank them, Michael Jordan 1, Kobe Bryant 1A, LeBron James would be 2. That's
Ooh,
that's how I would do it.
oh, you have LeBron behind Kobe.
Well, a lot of people do, Fitz. A lot of people do, and it's like I don't. It's like whatever LeBron doesn't win. You know.
I'm gonna leave you with this. LeBron is still playing. When his career is over, Jeff and Jenny, when it's over, when we don't know when, I'm just going to challenge people to do what we call the blind taste test.
Yep.
Don't take the names off and write their resumes down. Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan. And let's just look at them.
Yeah. LeBron had 16 points in the fourth quarter last night.
Are we keeping it strictly to just the play on the court?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at totality what, like I said, what Jordan meant to the game as well.
That's fair for the sneakers, but
Yeah.
Jenny, we have to give LeBron credit. He has, with the new athlete who's signing a 2-year deal in basketball, he's helped the players have independence. No one was doing that, having 2-3 years with an option. He's making franchises be responsible because he say, look, I like Jenny, but if Jenny signs that contract with the Heat, but Jenny looks around, you didn't add anything to the team. I'm not doing a 6-year deal. Matter of fact, I'm going to opt out. LeBron James was the first person doing this. He's made this league billions.
Okay.
And a lot of players are rich because of him. Really,
Hundreds of billions. Michael Jordan, he gave players
sneakers
an avenue to make money off their court, like name, image, and likeness. You know what I'm saying? He gave them that with the shoes.
LeBron's done the Hollywood. He's producing, but we'll never probably get to this.
We'll never know.
I know we don't spend too long on this anyway. What's next on the show sheet? Their co-host.
I will tell you this, and it's like I'm contradicting myself here because
that you all often do.
I'm contradicting.
Jordan did beat the Bad Boy Pistons. He eventually beat them, and there were some badasses, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. And I did this clip, I think about a year ago, and I want you guys to take a look at it.
Greatest NBA backcourt. People are eager, based on recent events, to put Steph Curry, the greatest shooter God ever created, at number 1, while the Klay Thompson and Klay. So I would definitely list them as the greatest shooting backcourt ever. But in terms of quality of backcourt, both of them considered the number 1 guard and the 2 guard. There, in my humble opinion, there's no backcourt better than Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. No better backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Let it be known, in the words of Isaiah Thomas, they are the only backcourt in NBA history, the only backcourt to both win a Finals MVP in back-to-back seasons. That means they went back-to-back. 1 year Isaiah won it, next year Joe won it. The only backcourt that could play in that state. And they beat everybody. They beat Bird, they beat Magic, and they beat Jordan. End of argument. Detroit basketball. Let it be known.
Yeah.
Look at that baby face. Did you see what baby face fits?
Detroit basketball.
That baby face was sitting up there shining and just.
But the point was Jordan beat them too. And that's why, like, as great as the Pistons were, like, and they were formed, they came up with the Jordan rules. Remember the Jordan rules? Mm-hmm. Where they would just grab him and slam him on the ground. Like, you're not dunking on us. You're not flying around. None of that stuff. Not today. Now, I will admit they helped create the greatness that is Michael Jordan. They helped. I would give Isaiah Thomas credit and Joe Dumars credit because they were dirty, but You know,
Yes,
they
were dirty.
played like, and then they were very dirty. Detroit Pistons. That's why they call them the bad boys. But Jordan beat them. He swept them, in fact. But he had to take some lumps first. You
Yeah,
know,
he did.
Yeah,
That's
that
all
magic.
They was handing out lumps to everybody, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
they were.
elbows and yeah.
Like these
You were
soft
lucky
ass
to get
dudes,
out of that league alive.
they
Jeff,
wouldn't measure.
that Magic Byron Scott was real good too.
Yeah, they were. They were. They up there. As far as greatest backcourts, they're definitely up there. We're gonna take a quick break, come back on the other side on a whatever Wednesday. And you're gonna like this next segment, Fitz, because it's about your boy Cam Ward, who everyone thinks will be the number one pick in the draft, as well as we're gonna talk about the Eagles and the tush push. Green Bay, you should be ashamed of yourselves trying to get rid of the tush push because you can't stop it. Come on, man.
What up? It's the world famous DJ F Saturday Night Ride on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio, Sirius XM Channel 43. Now, when I break bells with them legendary artists, when they got that new joint, that exclusive new joint for me to break, I break it on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio on the Saturday Night Ride. All right? All you new artists, we want to hear that new stuff too. We break them over here. Yeah, holla at your boy, DJ Epps.
Are you looking for somebody to do your taxes this year? Well, look no further than Economy Tax Services. They are the professionals with over 56 years of secure, efficient, and rapid service. Yes, that's right. Let the professionals take care of you with no worries. Economy Tax Services. They are located in Miami Gardens, 17845 Northwest 27th Avenue and Suite C. Go and see my man Vincent today. Give him a call at 786-210-9965. That's 786-210-9965. Economy Tax Services. And remember, tell Vincent you heard it on the Jeff Fox Show.
Miami quarterback Cam Ward knows how to silence the doubters. Coming out of high school, he had just one scholarship offer from the University of Incarnate Word. There, he turned heads and put up big numbers, proving he belonged on a bigger stage. Ward rode this momentum to Washington State and thrived, passing for 6,963 yards and 48 touchdowns, with another 13 touchdowns on the ground during his 2 seasons there. With his final year of eligibility, Cam took his talents south to Miami and made Hurricane history. In his senior season, he led the nation in passing touchdowns and finished second in passing yards, rewriting the Hurricanes' record books.
Ward and goes to the end zone.
His dominance earned him ACC Player of the Year honors, making him the first Miami player to ever win the award. Cam became a Heisman Trophy finalist, won the Davy Bryan Award as the nation's top QB, and was named a first-team All-American. From an overlooked recruit to one of college football's best, Cam's rise has been nothing short of spectacular. His next stop, the 2025 NFL Combine.
Don't bet against that man.
Oh, boy. With all due respect, I would love to get my hands on Cam Ward. Like, I follow all the Raiders blogs. I follow the who else has a chance to get him? The G-Men. Like, everybody wants Cam Ward. The Titans. Like, he's the guy, isn't he? He's the guy over Shador. I mean, I think you win with either one of them, but he's special.
Moved out to Seattle almost 5 years ago. Cam was playing at Washington State. I left Michigan, so I'm watching West Coast football. You're seeing the young guy at USC who's with Chicago. He was at USC. You're seeing Jaden Daniels was at Arizona State. I saw Cam Ward at Washington State. I saw the young guy at Washington who plays with Atlanta. All these young men were playing together, but their teams were different. And I saw Washington State, and I'm like, who is this guy? Number one. Didn't have as good as a team, but was a baller. Then he went to Miami, And what kept him from the Heisman Trophy this year, Jeff and Jenny, was our defense. That kept him from the Heisman Trophy winner. He just did everything.
The defense kept us from a championship.
No doubt.
Nobody was going to beat Cam Ward, and we had a half-ass defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't pass it him.
He is just super cool under pressure. He's just super cool. He and Jaden Daniels had probably the best rookie campaign that we've ever seen, right?
I think so.
I think Cam could duplicate that if he lands in the right situation.
I got a chance to see Bernie Kosar, Vinny Testaverde. When I was a freshman, Jim Kelly was finishing up. I didn't really get a chance to see him because I got onto the team in the spring. But I've seen great quarterbacks, and they have an alpha mentality. Cam has it. He's an alpha male. He takes over the huddle, takes over the team. He's going to win. You like he said, if you pass on me, I'm going to make you regret it. That guy has a boulder on his shoulder. He's just going to be playing every day, thinking about, like Brady, you got me in the 6th round.
Yeah.
All the teams that passed on me. Tom Brady, I'm certain he had a chip on his shoulder, Jenny, for years. Every time he played a particular team, they passed on me too. Cam Ward's going to be that guy.
What do you guys think as we move on here on the Jeff Fox Show or whatever Wednesday? What are your thoughts on the Green Bay Packers coming out and complaining to the NFL and actually trying to get the tush push that's been popularized by the Philadelphia Eagles, the eventual Super Bowl champs? They're trying to make it illegal, and they claim that people can get hurt from it. I don't know. It's like they're kind of like hating on it, really. Like, you can't stop it. Don't you feel like you just got to stop them? Or do you feel like...
Is that not the ultimate of football?
Yeah.
Is that not what we do? Is that not what football does? Let me ask you this, because I feel like the tush push, maybe just the name, is new, but is it not the same as the quarterback sneak? Is it not the same? I mean, other than maybe the extra push. I mean, is it not the same, kind of the same? You guys tell me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's damn near the same thing.
Put a new name on it, maybe put a little extra shove back there, and then you call it something else, and then now they don't like it. It's football. It's football.
I don't like.
One more other thing too. When you are when they going for on 4th down and they're pushing, you're nowhere near the end zone, but you're going for it on 4th down, and the running back or whoever, somebody's getting that extra push. Same thing. You're not in the end zone though. Same thing. So what you crying about?
Yeah.
What are you crying about for real?
They got their asses whooped by the Eagles twice last year. Like, and that's cheating. They're pushing him into the end zone. That's not fair.
That's, like I said, to me, that's like the dumbest argument that I've ever heard. Because like I said, when you're going for it on 4th down, you're getting that extra push. It's the same thing, just in a different spot. It's football.
It's so wimpy. Like,
it's
to go crying to the commissioner that they're cheating because you can't stop them, right? Like,
but you got the opportunity to do the same play. Maybe you're not as effective with it, but you have the opportunity to do the same thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wah.
Yeah,
I don't like the play, but Green Bay needs to upgrade their personnel and do the same play, do the same thing with better.
You don't like it, Fitz? You don't like it?
No, I don't like it, but just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good football. It is a very effective play, and what happens? You just need to get better personnel, Green Bay. Just because I don't like a particular play doesn't mean it's bad for the game. I just don't like the play. I'd rather have running back sometimes run it, but Philadelphia has the personnel to make it work.
You don't like
What's your reason? What's your reason behind not liking it?
I just don't like putting my quarterback in harm's way that often. Those guys taking cheap shots at them. And there's always that potential they can do them. Because Jeff, trust me, underneath those piles, there's a lot of pinching and stuff going on that you all see. It happens under those piles. I'm telling you, there's punching, trying to gouge eyes. It happens. It's going on. I'm telling you, it's going on.
Football is dangerous, though.
It's dangerous on the pile.
Dangerous. You know, so yeah. But you've played it. So I will give you I will give you that. You've played the game, so I know you understand. But like I said, it's like it's just football to me.
Speaking of the Eagles, Jenny, are they going to the White House or not? Like, what's the
now the invitation is on the table. I think probably I think what I don't know for sure, but what I think is that some of the conversations was coming out because that's what was being said, you know, like behind closed doors or, you know, in other rooms. And then it got out and everybody was talking about it. And then now it's like, okay, well, if we get the invitation, we'll go. So right now the invitation is supposedly be coming and supposedly they will be going. So
what?
Yeah.
So they changed their minds about this?
I think so because you know you look at being PC.
Yeah.
You said it, probably you said it, and then all the people coming out of the woodworks about it and got their feelings about it, and let's retract it.
The White House ought to be focusing on to get the price of eggs down and milk. I've been shopping. Eggs are like $12 a dozen. Forget the Eagles coming to the White House. Chicken. Focus on that.
Yeah. You know how much a dozen eggs cost now? Do you know?
Yeah, I saw it.
Because I hadn't even bothered trying to look. It was scary. Yeah, it was scary when I was trying to buy a half a dozen that cost almost $4.
Yeah, $4. I wish.
I won't name the store. I saw like a pack of 18. It was like $22.
Really?
That's about right. Yep.
And I was hearing what like places like Denny's and IHOP and all of those places that you're probably not going to even be able to afford to get the eggs on the side. Yeah, like I'll bypass the eggs for now.
It reminds me of that movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. when Chris Rock was like, "Can I get one rib?" just one rib. Look, now you're gonna probably have to go to Denny's. Is charging you extra now for eggs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They're going to charge you extra. You're not going to really be able to eat. We got to get our own gardens. I think we need our own garden. We have to like start planting and get us a little chicken that be walking around in the backyard.
Yeah.
Come on, can you give me some eggs?
Can you give me some eggs? I bought some yesterday. $9 I paid. Yeah. About just under $10.
And I want some now just because they all high. I kind of want some.
I don't know, man. Like they charge you like when you go to a restaurant, if you're getting scrambled eggs, you better use one egg.
And but the thing is that chefs do a lot with the egg whites, like spreading it on bread and using it as a, like a glue and different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be rough trying to eat out. Period.
That's crazy. Hey, also last night we saw a word come out that one of the greatest women basketball players ever is hanging it up. The great Diana Taurasi, the White Mamba, calling it a career. Want to share thoughts on? I mean, I don't know, Fitz, if you're big on the WNBA and women's basketball. But in my opinion, Diana Taurasi's got to be top 3.
For the WNBA, yeah, but
Yeah.
we were having this conversation about Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah.
If they had the WNBA when Cheryl Miller was playing, and a
Yeah.
lot of folks have never seen Cheryl Miller, oh, she'd be on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
They don't talk about her, Jenny, but Cheryl Miller, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You had Nancy Lieberman, you had Cheryl Miller. I'm trying to think who else was out there at that. Ann Myers used to play at UCLA. She was an amazing basketball player. This is the 70s and early 80s. So we don't see that generation. But I think Nancy Lieberman? She had a tryout with a men's team, if I'm not mistaken with her. I think she was one that
she was that good.
She was that good. And Dawn Staley wasn't bad either. Dawn Staley could play.
Okay.
Great point guard. I've seen Nancy Lieberman coaching in the Big Three, the league with Ice Cube, that Ice Cube created.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think she was one of the all-time greats. I just think that Diana Taurasi and these guys took it so high.
Yeah.
Maya Moore, even this new girl, Juju. She might end up being better than all of them. Like the talent that these women play with now is next level.
Jenny, just like you were talking about Jordan, how you were really on Jordan against LeBron, I feel the same way about Cheryl Miller. I have not seen a women's basketball player better than Cheryl Miller.
But you've seen how her brother, if I recall correctly, her brother said she beat him in one-on-ones.
She was that good. Cheryl Miller. She was before her time. I just challenge our viewers and listeners, go look at some Cheryl Miller film if you can get your hands on YouTube. Ridiculous how good. She was Jordan in the women's game. This is way back when there was no W. See, watch Cheryl Miller. She's the standard to me.
Wow. And Jenny, I did find your video, the girl power video. I don't know what that's about though, but I do have it. Can you give me some insight on it?
It's just a little girl in the wrestling, and she beating all the little boys and got them crying, got them all up in their feelings.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. She got him standing up there crying when they raise her hand because she.
Hell?
Yeah.
What you talk about?
Oh, beautiful! One, Nala, 2-on-1, there, hey, shoot, oh, good, give me a shoot, hey, you finish it here, you finish it, baby, finish, go! Hey! Shoot here. Good. Take the back. Stay on the back there. Stay on the back. Good. Stay on the back. Now finish it in, baby. Stay there. Do not give up that back. Good. Good circle. Finish. Good. Good toss. Good job.
She a little assassin. She a little assassin.
I'll call my big sister for you.
Fitz, were you not paying attention to my girl power video?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I saw some of the.
Oh, my goodness.
That's...
She was a little assassin. You know what? Yeah, I needed some girl power, some support on this show.
Yeah, I find that kind of embarrassing for the fellas. Like, who's her dad?
Okay.
You know, like he's on the sideline cheering and like, wow, like that's next level stuff right there.
Okay, you watch. She's gonna be on the WWE. You know, yeah, with her belts and everything. I love it.
Yeah. we're getting ready to wrap in a little bit here on the show on a Whatever Wednesday. Been a great show. Big thanks to our guest, George Moss. Yeah. Comic book legend in the making.
Yeah.
Glad that he joined us, man, and definitely some cool stuff that he shared with us at the top of the show. And I think he's going places definitely with the whole comic book thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and I also want to give a big shout out to my girl Joy Reid, who did a last day at MSNBC. I said initially on Monday that she would wrap up on Friday. I did not realize that Monday was actually her last show.
I'm like, wow. So they didn't give her no leeway. Just it's a wrap.
Out the door. Her, Lester Holt, like there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Hopefully sports can keep us, entertained and stuff, but
Keep us off the deep end.
Yeah, from jumping off the deep end.
But at least Lester Holt he still got a job though.
Yeah. And I think Joy's gonna come back. Joy will probably do a podcast like Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo. And whatever happened to the other black lady? Damn it. That they let go from the MSNBC, I think.
Melissa Harris?
Damn. Rodney told me her name the other day. But she was a very prominent black news reporter. They're basically getting rid of all of them. And it's not cool. And there's been an uproar in the black community. You've heard from everybody coming out in support of Joy Reid. So I think she'll come back, stronger than ever. And it was kind of sad to see her tear up, on the last episode or on social media. She released a video talking about it. It was tough. But she's a badass, and she will be back, I think.
But you command an audience.
Huh?
You command an audience.
Yeah, she's good.
And I believe that she can take that with her and make your own thing. What's better than having your own thing?
Yeah.
Say what you want to say when you want to say it, just because you want to say it. Yeah.
I mean, the first time I was on MSNBC was only because of her. I got a little clip.
You're absolutely right. This is something that should have happened a long time ago. These recent rash of arrests and mugshots and even owners behaving badly is simply bad for the NFL. This is big business.
That's on the Reid report.
Did you see some hair? Did you see some hair?
I had hair back then. I was a lot younger back then, but Joy put me on. You know what I'm saying? So I look at her as being special. You know what I mean? And not just myself, but she put on a lot of other, black voices. Gave a lot of other people an opportunity, and that's what we did today with George Moss. We try to uplift our people, uplift our our people that do great things and whatever genre they do it in. So we need more folks like Joy Reid, and we got to keep supporting her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
if I can say this again, Jeff, I got the Stanford logo on. Folks say, "Why is Fitz?" I've been wearing my baseball, my black jerseys from Negro Leagues, but I'm wearing Stanford today in lieu of and recognition of the 3 African American head coaches they've had over the last 40 years at that particular school. Dennis Green, Ty Willingham, and their coach just escapes my mind right now. He's with the Lions. But it's just amazing that they've had 3 coaches and they've all, done great things. We talk about Denny Green, Ty Willingham, and
yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank? The coach just left Stanford. I'm drawing a blank, but I give them props. They're part of the ACC, but they've been ahead in the hiring, been ahead of the curve, what they've been trying to do with their program. And I just give them kudos for just giving men a chance, giving brothers a chance, coach.
Oh, no doubt. But I guess we're at the end. We're going to wrap it up right now, and we'll be back on a Football Friday and have an update on the NFL, the Matthew Stafford situation. Where is he going to end up? Where's Myles Garrett going to end up? Are the Dolphins going to add a quarterback? Like, they're being talked about as a possible destination for Matthew Stafford. And then if that happens, what do you do with Tua Tagovailoa? Like this,
that definitely would be interesting.
I love the NFL all season, man. They never escape the headlines. There's always something to talk about when it comes to the NFL.
Well, and the combine is coming up, so yeah, there's a lot.
My bad, David Shaw. My bad, David Shaw.
Okay.
Didn't have my coffee. Didn't drink enough coffee.
All right. Well, I will go and celebrate the birthday today. And
yeah, happy birthday, Jeff. Happy born day.
Thank
you. What did you get me for your birthday?
What did I get you for? Oh, you know
how I do it. I reverse it. The gifts come this way.
I had an LL Cool J video for you because the women seem to get their mouth watering when they see LL. But I didn't upload it on the show sheet today. So that's how the ball bounces, G.
I guess I got my little girl wrestling video, so I guess I can't ask for too much more.
Yeah. Certainly, man. Hey, man, you guys have a great Wednesday. Enjoy whatever you do for the rest of the day. We'll chop it up again on Friday. All right. Thanks to everybody that's been sharing, liking, subscribing, putting us out there. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Whatever, Jeff.
It's what?
Whatever.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Enjoy your day.
Appreciate it. And
I've been waiting on your gift.
Well, we're doing something I think there's a big fight on Friday that we're getting ready for. So I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe we'll pull up to the fight.
Fitz said he's not going to be with us on Friday, right?
I changed. I can do that. I'll be there Friday. I should be going.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Y'all be cool, man. Peace.
What would I be without my baby? The thought alone might break me, and I don't wanna go crazy, but every thug needs a lady. Girl, it feel like you and I've been more than together, inseparable. You chose pain over pleasure, for that you forever be a part of me. Mind, body, and soul, ain't no I in we. Baby, when you cry, who wipes your tears? When you scared, who's telling you there's nothing to fear? Girl, I'll always be there when you need a shoulder to lean on. Never hesitate, knowing you can call on your soulmate and vice versa. That's why I be the first to see Jacob and frost your wrist up. Now you're old man, I know you're tired of being lonely, so baby girl, put it on. What would I be without you? I only think about you.
What you're saying is true.
I know you're tired of being lonely, so baby girl, put it on. Put it on.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.